We are live.
We're live.
We're live.
Welcome to the Accurate as Fuck podcast hosted by me, Sean, my boy here, Jim, and my boy here, Andrew. We're here to tell you what to fucking buy in the gaming world. No, I'm kidding. That's not what we do. We just like to talk and bullshit about video games a lot and everything else.
And
Uh,
Andrew's playing video games right now,
and
motherfucker.
Andrew is playing. He's playing a little Sea of Thieves right now.
Uh,
Got some. I got a couple news stories if you guys don't mind starting off with that. Like to call this some accurate fucking news.
the
Sony
worst
has
thing ever.
announced July. What was that?
That's the worst thing ever. We should call it Tri-Source News.
Yeah, we'll call it TriSource because that's way better than
Totally.
anything that we came up with. Sony has announced July's PS Plus games. They include the third-person survival horror A Plague Tale: Innocence, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and WWE Battlegrounds, which is an over-the-top arcade beat 'em up, which is interesting. I kind of want to check that out once they all come out. Also, Sony has stepped in and acquired Returnal and Resogun developer Housemarque, and rumors are swarming that Bluepoint is next, who were responsible for developing the Demon Souls remake, which is pretty exciting. We'll see what happens with that.
Sorry, not to interrupt, but I just wanted to
Okay.
go back with the PlayStation games. Plague Tale Innocence. I've talked that before. Like, I love A Plague Tale Innocence. I definitely recommend everybody download and try that game out.
I remember you played the hell out of that earlier.
Yeah, the second one is I think exclusive to Xbox, right?
No, it is free on Game Pass though.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did want to call just so we give them some love. The Xbox games with gold for July, with Planet Alpha, Rock of Ages 3, Conquer Live and Reloaded, the original Xbox one, and Midway Arcade Origins.
So it's all games that no one even cares about.
Yeah, exactly. I had to Google that and go a little deep into that.
I'd be all about that Conquer.
Yeah.
I miss that franchise so much, dude. From the N64, I used to play it at my buddy's house all the time.
I was trying to think if that was on the rare replay, but
It was on the rear replay.
It was on the. Oh, okay. I don't know if it was or not.
Which is awesome. I saw an article a couple days ago, and it was an article. I think it was like Meta UK or whatever it was called. And the article was that a reader was saying that Ghost of Tsushima was Sony's worst franchise. And I disagreed with that. That was my game of the year last year. I thought it was one of the best franchises that Sony's ever come out with. But it gave me the idea, what do I think are the worst franchises for the big three console competitors? So I asked you guys what you thought that was, and we got a little bit of a list here. We got one for each, and if you guys don't mind, I want to start off with one of mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with Microsoft because I want to go right for Andrew's throat.
Okay, I want. Can I suggest a little bit of fun with this?
Let's go.
You go for Andrew, and then Andrew, you can go right back at Sony, or you can come out with me like Nintendo. And
Right.
I gotta pull up my list.
attack
So
each.
I don't. Can you guys still see me?
No, you just disappeared.
Okay,
hear
because
you.
I gotta pull up my list when I do it.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, there you go. I can see you now.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this going. So my franchise from Microsoft is Gears of War. Now, back in 2005 or 6, I can't remember when exactly Gears of 1 came out. I loved it. I had an Xbox 360. I had Gears. I bought Gears 2. They were both great games. It fell off from there. Now,
Andrew just went on his list.
I know, right?
To,
As soon as I said it, he goes on his list.
Like The Last of Us.
My problem.
I'm gonna piss Sean off. I already know.
That's fine. My problem with Gears of War was that it grew very old very quick. After the first two, you realize there's not much more that they've ever added to this franchise. It's the same repetitive gameplay on almost the same exact looking maps. And another problem with multiplayer, which I believe they introduced with the second one, or I can't remember if they had it for the first one too or not.
think they did. They did.
But a lot of that was the same old recycled stuff too. A lot of the maps were brought back. It was I got a quote here from one of the articles I was reading. The person was quoted as saying, "If the Gears 5 multiplayer is another 10-person shotgun fest with high-waisted walls, then count me out." And I was like, that's accurate as fuck, to be frank.
Andrew's going. He just left.
Yeah, he just left. No,
I'm here. I'm
um,
listening. I'm
Sharpening his knife.
yeah, he's sharpening his knife. He's getting it ready. No, I mean that's just how I see it. It's a franchise that started off great. I can't say anything bad about the first two, and they kind of just let it go. They let the ball go. They said this is our second best franchise, and it's going to stay that way. And they did nothing to improve it. And I'm gonna close that there.
I mean,
will
I
agree.
think the horde mode on the new ones is worth every second of it.
Okay.
I will say, like the newest one, like 5, like I do agree with you, Sean, that I kind of feel like they need to almost do like I hate to keep saying this, but like what Sony did with God of War and like how they reimagined it a little bit, and it's pretty much still the same thing, but they took it in like a different direction. And I mean, Gears of War 5 was like a lot, like I think a step towards the right direction with it, because there was definitely a lot like more concise gameplay and stuff like that. I did like the horde modes and stuff like that, but I think just the story of Gears of War, because it's one of those things like where it's like I just found out, like remembered that like Gears of War doesn't take place on Earth. It takes place on another planet, and the guys that you're playing as in there are like technically you're the invading race to them. So it's like the story there is like always, I feel like it had like a good start, but like I'm just now kind of like, all right, where are you going with it? And it's kind of like the same thing with like Halo a little bit, and it looks like Infinite's gonna like fix at least the gameplay problems that was it 5 was the previous Halo, was it 5
Was it Guardians, or is that from the
it's
new
called
one?
Guardians, but I think it was like
Yeah.
Halo 5, yeah, Halo 5, yeah. That had like, I mean, the gameplay looks good and everything like that. It's just like, can it deliver on the story?
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I liked Gears 5 story.
I didn't finish it, so I can't really-
Gears 5, in my opinion, is set up for what like the future of Gears is gonna be with like the new hardware and stuff. Because it kind of teased, I think you played it with me, Jim. Like it kind of teased like an open world Gears.
And that was really cool. That was, yeah, they'd actually did that. I'm trying to think what we were playing that tried to do that. It was horrible. I'm maybe thinking of
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, Wolfenstein. That was bad. That was we were out on that on the first day. We're like, no, we're just
the young blood.
Yeah, I remember when you guys got that and you were like all hyping it up, like when you first like got it, and then you were like, nah, this sucks.
I think I got it for like $20 on Amazon too, and I'm like, dude, I just got a steal, and I was like, I just lost $20.
Like, no, they robbed me.
I rebought it again for the fucking Switch version for like $5, because I think it was Amazon or somebody was like clearing out their warehouse, and it was like $5 for the game. And I was like, all right, I'll take like a physical version of it for the Switch. And then I got it, and they just sent me a download code in the box. And I was just like, this.
Yeah, all right.
All right, Andrew, I want to like you want retaliate, or you could come for me.
I mean, it's not really a retaliation. It's just my personal opinion on it.
That's all. Yeah, exactly.
I hated Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
Fair.
Vinny,
and I think it counts because there is technically a second one coming. So
yeah, that counts. That counts.
I just wasn't like a big. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. Like the story, the characters are dull, in my opinion, outside of Aloy.
Yeah, no. Honestly, like going back, because I played through that game I think about 2 or 3 times, and a lot of them were kind of, not all of them, but a lot of them were kind of just dry and like kind of emotionless, and that's
there's no characters that grip me. Like,
yeah,
I think that's why like I really liked like a game like I don't know the podcast viewers know, but like I just played Mass Effect for the first time. Like that was the best part of Mass Effect is all the characters. Like like they have their own personality. You care about them. Like you want them to do good.
Yeah, even walking around like the hubs on the different planets, like you're walking around, oh my god, walking around, you just hear a conversation of two people arguing, and it's just you're like, oh my god, that's like a real argument that like anyone could have. Like,
and like outside, like I said, outside of Aloy, I didn't really, really care.
I thought Silas was cool. It was good too, which was I'm pretty sure that was the villain, the name of the villain.
But like I tried to play through it twice. I gave it its chance twice.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't my thing.
No, I agree. Like some of the NPCs.
And again, though, not to say it's a bad game.
Yeah,
it's not a bad game. Like to pick a bad franchise with Sony is very hard to do. But for me, in terms of my list, that would be it.
No, I think that's a good pick, honestly.
I honestly never finished Horizon Zero Dawn. It's one like always say I'm going to go back to, and the reason I stopped playing it was because of Zelda coming out at the same time. And it's one of those games that was like really weird because it was when Zelda came out. I it was like, oh, I'm like Horizon Zero Dawn does all of this so much better. I just like felt like, and then I went back to it and I was like, I just want to go back to Zelda for some reason. Like it just like had the
you're the
hooks to be better
guy, so
I mean that's again though why like Zelda won Game of the Year that year, like over Horizon.
You got the affinity. All right, Jim, go ahead, pick one.
Are you going Sony or how are you doing?
At least maybe I'll self-inflict myself here with Nintendo.
Always gonna do Nintendo.
I'll go Nintendo. No, technically, is it? All right. You know what? No, screw it. I'm gonna save Nintendo because I want to see what you guys have first. I have a couple for Nintendo, and I might want to really do some harm to myself here.
All right.
I'll go Sony first, and Sean already told you I'm going Knack. Just Knack is
Knack. Well, Knack, yeah.
It's the joke among everything. And that's the thing is like because I went through all of the Sony exclusives and stuff like that, and like Horizon Zero Dawn to come on my like up, and I was like, there's only been the one game out so far. I'm like, I'll save kind of judgment on it, and like even though I do really like it, but a lot of Sony exclusives, like Sony is kind of good at like good or bad of killing something off when it's not doing well. And I don't know how the hell Knack got a sequel and like the Order 1886 didn't get a second shot at redemption.
Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know why they shit on that game for the length of it. And that was really the only drawback. I played it and dude, it was really short, but I had a good time with that goddamn game.
Yeah, it was a generic shooter though. Like there was really nothing crazy special about it.
It was interesting. I mean, the plot and
Yeah. And like the first Knack, I played it, beat it. I actually didn't think Knack was all that bad. There was something to Knack where it was, kind of learning the what's the move set of the enemies you were fighting and stuff like that. And then applying that, and then they would be like, okay, this guy moves left and attacks, this guy moves right and attacks, this guy moves forward twice. So once you learned all the patterns of everybody going back in and fighting, like it was actually like kind of like a puzzle. I didn't think it was as bad as everybody said it was, but definitely did not deserve a sequel. And so that's mine for Sony.
Nah, man, I actually totally agree with you. That was actually my second choice. I'm gonna bring it back to me, and I'm gonna, I guess, self-inflict here, and I'm gonna go with my Sony. And for me, it's Killzone, the whole franchise. I never got into Killzone. Jim, I know you like Killzone.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew, I don't know if you know this, but Killzone was actually meant to be made as Halo's killer.
Oh, yeah, this was.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I don't even remember that or not. And it completely fell on its face. I don't have much else to say. It was had a lackluster story and a lackluster multiplayer, and I just never had fun with those games. I don't know. That's just me.
Nah, I really can't say much to Killzone. It was kind of generic. It definitely. Like, I mean, it came out before Gears of War, but like even like the second and the third one, I felt like it was just kind of trying to be like a Gears of War Halo mashup. I did enjoy the second one a lot, the third one, and then like after that, it kind of just.
That's consensus. I mean, everyone says like the second one was pretty much the best, and the third one as well. But I mean, it never gripped me. I never, I just never got into it. I don't know. Andrew, go ahead with one of yours.
So my Xbox One you gave me is so just to be clear in terms of me being the Xbox guy, I literally said it. So our rule was has to have at least 2 games.
Yeah.
I said Xbox franchises normally don't get 2 games because they suck. So
No, they
the
usually
the one that came up was Crackdown. So Crackdown 100%. That game sucks.
Now, the first one I thought was unbelievably fun. I played that one so much. And then 2 and 3, I never played 3, but 2, I was like, it took a weird turn. And then I never played 3, but I know you both did.
Yeah, 3 was like 3 had a lot of promise to it. Like I'll give it, like I could tell like the gameplay, but they just did not know what else to do with it. Like I guess that whole building thing, the cloud they were using, like I guess they just tanked them. Thank God that was a Game Pass game. Thank God.
Yeah, I mean it's like they made it with like Xbox 360 graphics on new consoles.
Damn.
And that's like kind of like the art style of it, maybe, but still,
it was the art style of the game. It was a little cartoonish, little like comic booky looking. Especially in the first one. Did you guys ever play the first one?
Yeah, so like the first one was good. I thought the first one was good.
Yeah, I loved it.
But like, it's you ever see like just something fall from grace? That's that game.
Gears of War. That's why I picked it.
Oh, God. Calm down. All right, I'm gonna go with my Xbox One, and if you guys don't want to count this, I understand. But there's multiple games in the series. However, there's only one on Xbox, but it is an Xbox exclusive, and that is Banjo-Kazooie.
It's funny. I was actually gonna say that one at first.
Okay.
Because the only Banjo-Kazooie game that we have got on Xbox is Nuts and Bolts, and that is a travesty to Banjo-Kazooie.
I only played the original on N64.
Yes, fantastic game. Banjo 1 and 2, Kazooie and Tooie and whatever, and then they just tanked it for that one.
Damn.
And I'll throw this one in as a bonus one because I wasn't sure if that one was going to count. 99 Nights for Xbox. It was for Xbox 360. The first one came out and I loved the first one. Even though it was a horrible game, it was a hack and slash game, kind of like Samurai Warriors or Dynasty Warriors. It had really weird characters to it. I still remember this like dwarf character, and it was called like Dorkfaria or something like that. It was really a stupid name. Was really looking forward to the sequel, and the sequel just sucked so bad.
Damn.
And like the first one was bad, but like for all the right reasons, and like it was kind of like a cult classic type of situation, but after that was just horrible. All right, Sean, give me the Nintendo. Give me your Nintendo.
All right. It's kind of like weird, like I don't know. But Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Now, I know for a fact there's at least 3 entries in this franchise.
Yes.
The reason why I don't like them, or I mean, all right, so I had fun with Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on the Wii.
Mhm.
I had fun with that game. Once you kind of go through it once, you realize there's nothing here. It's literally just a mini game mashup,
Mhm.
and a game that does a mini game mashup better is Mario Party. I didn't have as much fun after my first playthrough of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Mhm.
And I think honestly that's probably one of Nintendo's weakest franchises. That's all I really have to say about that one.
I agree. The only defense I can have is they are made by Sega.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Nintendo collaborating too. So, but,
Yeah, I know it's a collaboration, but I mean, it's technically.
I agree. Andrew?
My Nintendo is actually a series of a game you guys are both looking forward to.
Oh, he's going at your throat, Jim.
Metroid. and it's the truth.
Look at that. We got to end the call right now.
You know it is because Nintendo doesn't even give a shit about that game.
Well,
Damn.
I think
They
they
haven't
do.
made one in years.
The last one they came out with was 3DS, which was, Samus Returns. And then the other one, they delayed before they had to start back over. But yeah, we got Dread coming out, which,
It looked
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not a big fan of the franchise, but that will look cool.
That's the thing is I can't really
I just was
defend
never
a
into
whole
games like
bunch.
that, I guess I should say.
Yeah, I can't really defend the franchise all that much because I wasn't into the Metroid games until kind of like the 3DS. I played the DS version and I think it was called Hunters or whatever. I played the GameCube ones, but I was never really super into them, and I'm replaying them now and really loving them. But I think it's one of those ones that I think it is definitely an acquired taste to like them. So
No, yeah, definitely. All right, I guess I think that does it for all of
I got
our.
my Nintendo. I have my Nintendo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
That's
were.
okay.
Never mind. Go ahead.
All right, so yeah, so the obvious one I'm going to choose is Nintendogs because
Nintendo.
Nintendogs is just trash. There's no defending that fucking game.
Yo,
Um,
don't come at Nintendogs like that, bro.
I came up, but a couple of bonus ones. Chibi Robo has never been for me. Those weird robot games. And then the one that really hurts to say because the one is so close to my heart and I love it, but it's the only good one. Star Fox.
Really?
Star Fox has been trash for years.
Okay.
Other than Star Fox 64 getting a re-release, the rest are trash.
Damn. Okay.
There's the one on GameCube that's halfway decent, and Star Fox Adventures is not Star Fox. I don't. So we haven't had anything since GameCube. That's what I'm going with.
Fair enough. No, those are good picks.
But it's Nintendogs. I'm keeping Star Fox safe for now.
Nintendogs is dope. I don't want to hear it.
All right, I'm sorry. I have to introduce this next one because I came up with this idea as a joke, and you perverts ran with it.
Well, before we do that, do you want to do Game of the Year or no?
Oh yeah.
Do Game of the Year predictions.
We'll save that. All right.
Yeah, this
yeah,
one.
do that. End it on the.
End it on the
We
pervy stuff.
have to end it on that. So this one will be quick anyway. I feel like we're moving through this pretty fast, but
all right.
I mean, after talking about all these bad franchises, let's talk about positives. What's your Game of the Year pick for the year of 2021?
Jim, go first. Go first.
All right. Well, I'm going to run through. I have a list here of every game coming out between July and the end. I'm going to go through the big guys. And you guys can
Jim's going to go through the big guys and then give us Shumu Kumiyami and the Pirates of the Caribbean crossover.
Shina Magumi Nami Tensei.
All right, so 16. I'm going through July here. We have Monster Hunter Stories 2 for Switch, which I'm not a huge Monster Hunter fan, but that one I know. Monster Hunter World I know did really well a couple years back. Space Jam: A New Legacy, an Xbox exclusive.
Ooh.
A Game Pass exclusive actually. I'm just going through here. Sorry, there's a lot. We got Microsoft Flight Simulator, even though that came out last year, but it's coming out for Xbox. Samurai Warriors 5. Oh, and then we have The Ascent for Xbox coming out, which actually does look pretty good. That's pretty much it for July. August, we have Lemnis Gate. We got Godfall coming out for PlayStation 4. I know everybody's looking towards that one.
Woo!
We got Skatebird coming out in August.
Be my pick instead of Killzone.
12 minutes. Madden 22. We have that Aliens Fireteam Elite. Kena Bridge of Spirits.
That looks cool.
Yeah, that one. That one could be really hit or miss.
Yeah.
I actually already pre-ordered that game.
September.
I love games that look like that.
Yeah.
September, we got Riders Republic.
That's my favorite.
Oh shit! The Medium comes out for PlayStation 5 in September. I didn't
know
that. I did not know that.
See if you
speaking of which, with them, Bloober Team apparently they are working with Konami now, and everybody thinks they're going to be doing the new Silent Hill. So we got Sonic Colors re-released. We got Deathloop coming out. WarioWare, Get It Together. Rainbow Six Extraction. Diablo 2 Resurrected. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Life is Strange. Oh, the remastered collection. That's not really anything big. October, Far Cry 6, Metroid Dread, Back for Blood, Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mario Party Superstars.
That one I'm excited for.
November, Forza Horizon 5, Shin Megami Tensei 5 for the Switch, which I won't be playing, but I know they're big. We have the Pokemon remakes of Diamond and Pearl.
That I'm excited for.
Farming Simulator 22. Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker expansion. December, Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot, and Dying Light 2.
You probably have in November Halo.
Yeah, well, that's going to be I have the list here of to be announced. So I think Halo's on there. We have that Abandoned game, which could be a Kojima thing, but it doesn't look like it anymore. Not much else. Earth Defense Force 6.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
There's a possibility. I don't think Final Fantasy 16. I don't think it's coming out this year. I think they confirmed that.
And you may or may not have Horizon either.
Well, Horizon did get pushed to next year. They did say that's 2022. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, if you guys think of any other ones that you can really think of.
Jim, I want to hear the game you're thinking is game of the year, or what you're most looking forward to most.
The game, well, see, that's the thing is, like, honestly, I'm not really looking. The biggest game I'm looking forward to is actually Extraction. I think for the end of the year, but I don't think that's going to be a game of the year contender. I actually think game of the year is already out. I think it's Returnal. I think Returnal's game of the year for this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I have to play at some point.
Yeah, I know you downloaded it. I know you're waiting for your new controller and stuff, but like, yeah, I think that's going to be
that ish.
Yeah, that, like I said, I told you, like, I really loved Resident Evil, really love Ratchet and Clank. Like, Ratchet and Clank is like a perfect Ratchet and Clank game, but I just don't think it takes it to that masterpiece level. And I think we are kind of barren on games coming out this year. Like, I think Halo Infinite is, I think maybe the biggest challenger to it this year, depending on how it's received, but that's my pick.
Okay.
All right. Andrew, who you got?
So I'm sure you guys all know the game I'm looking forward to, so my game of the year is going to be Halo Infinite. I think what they're doing with multiplayer and how the campaign like teasers have been, I think are going to be like, I personally think it's going to be the best Halo ever. I mean, I hope, because it needs to be. It needs to be.
All right, not to cut you off, but I think it's kind of just feed into it. Like, Sean, who do you have?
I mean, mine is like, if it was to come out this year, I guess it got pushed back, but I mean, it would have been Horizon Forbidden West. Outside of that, I'm kind of gonna go and pick Ratchet and Clank. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it.
Ratchet and Clank was one of my favorite games I've played in a long time. I think I told you guys that.
I mean, it killed it with the PS5 with the haptic feedback. It's just the beautiful graphics, the seamless transitions through some of like the portals and stuff like that. It was just fun, man.
Yeah, I'm just looking at like.
So Halo, I'm obviously looking forward to, but I also put here game I'm looking forward to most. I had so much fun playing the first Dying Light. I can't wait for the second one. I already pre-ordered it actually.
Yeah, I don't think that's like. I mean, games like that like never pan out to be like game of the year material, which sucks. I mean, like
but it's just for me personally.
No, yeah. I'm not like saying anything. I'm just saying like it sucks that like those like never contend. Yeah, those type of games. I feel like, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it just kind of came to me, but like I wonder if Metroid Dread will be that good to get it up there, and I don't think it will
Hades
because like
was.
I'm trying to like remember Samus Returns, what these guys did last time, and like I mean that game I know won for like Switch or for DS 3DS game of the year, which was like nothing back then, but like I'm wondering if it's got that, that type of pull. But we also still do have Sony's
Yeah,
press
State
conference
of
or
Play.
their state of play, which they haven't announced anything yet, but we know something's coming. So
Eventually, we'll see. All right, you want to kick this thing off? We'll end it here.
you dirty rats.
All right. Well, you're taking the lead on this one, Chief.
Oh, God damn it. All right. So we're talking about what we were gonna talk about this episode, and I was like, let's come up with the top 10 hottest video game characters. And then I was like, oh, let's do men, just so we don't piss off anybody. And then I was like, no, then we'll do women. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do non-human game characters as a joke.
And we roll with
And
it.
you sick fucks. We're like, let's do this.
I'm down to get down.
So, all right. We have nobody to watch us on TikTok right now.
I know. Yeah, I know. We're safe. It's fine.
Safe. All right. I'm going to start this off with what teenage Jimmy fucking loved back in the day.
Okay.
Xbox 360.
Oh, he's stealing your shit.
So wait, hold on. Are you gonna give us your three and then
I'll go
last.
one. We'll do one at a time. We'll go one at a time here.
Okay.
If one of you can kind of connect to this, then you can go next. Like I don't know how we do this. Xbox 360. Teenage me fucking bought this game for the titties.
Oh no.
Dead or Alive 4.
Okay.
Which most of them are human. Now I'm going to defend this. I actually really like Dead or Alive 4's like combat. I actually really got sucked into that for the fighting. But one of the characters in there was called, I have to look this up because it was Alpha 152.
Okay.
And it was just what I think it was Asani's character. I could be wrong. I mean, I wasn't looking at her face. But it was just pretty much the flubber version of her. It was just her frame as just blue gelatin, but you could see everything. So I'm going with flubber in Dead or Alive 4.
I love it. Andrew, you want to go next? Or you want me to go next? Andrew?
Did we lose him? Is he taking his shit?
No. Sean, go.
All right. I want to take the easy one out here, and I'm going to go Liara Tassoni from Mass Effect because, my God, she's bae.
I knew you wanted. I put in there. Oh, that's the other rule too. I put one per series because I knew you guys
Mass
would be like
Effect
Mass
is
Effect.
a million. All right, Andrew, go.
You know, I gotta go Bay first. I gotta go Cortana, baby.
You know what though? I looked up like the hottest game characters to try to get inspired on stuff, and like she was rated #1 by like a lot of people. So
Cortana is top tier material.
Halo simp.
All right,
bro. When she says, "Chief, save me, Chief."
All right. I actually gave you guys this one as like an example, and I'm going to stick with it. I'm going with Peach and Paper Mario because obviously Peach is.
You're sick.
Like, I know. Now, the reason I'm going with this, I think it's Paper Mario for the GameCube. She's got a shower scene in it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh. I gotta get Paper Mario.
All right. I'll go next. I got Starfire from Injustice 2.
Oh, that's a good. I forgot all about Injustice.
Starfire, come on, bro. Teen Titans cartoon show.
Did I?
Hot as hell, bro. Wait, you had that one, Andrew?
No. I forgot about her.
Yeah.
I was looking at Marvel versus Capcom, and there's like a chicken there that's pretty good, but like I didn't.
Starfire is an alien.
Yeah.
So it counts.
I gotta give it to you.
Thank you. All right, Andrew.
So since you did a fighting game, I'll do my fighting one. I had like a list of like 6 people. I'll do my fight. I'll do Melina from Mortal Kombat, but with her mask. with her mask.
Mask on.
No, I want that shit without the mask.
You take that shit
No.
off for its demon teeth. Then it don't look as good.
Mask off, and she's calling you daddy.
Mask off, she's eating me
Mask
in
off.
more
I'm
ways than
her.
one.
What? Oh shit! Canceled. Sorry.
All right. I'm gonna. I had a hard time thinking of the last one, and I picked one that I was like, I was hoping none of you guys picked. I gotta give it up to the OG bitch, the OG Miss Pac-Man.
Oh, you sick. Sick fuck. You're so
Fucking
disgusting, dude.
Gobbling up all those balls.
That's the nastiest shit I ever heard. I went with Isabel from Animal Crossing for my next one.
Okay.
Oh, my
Sick.
I'm done. All right, Andrew.
All right, and
So you guys left me some good ones
okay.
that I didn't think you were gonna use. That I didn't know if you were gonna use. So, do you guys care if I give the
Yeah,
three
give
that
them
you
all.
guys
Give
left
them
out?
all. Let's go.
Yeah, go ahead. List them all.
So my third choice, if I had to pick right now, would be Sylvanas Windrunner from WoW. If you guys don't know who that
Okay.
is,
I know
look
who
it up.
she is.
No, the elf bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
she's an undead, so she's bad.
Bad.
She's
Bad.
Other one, I wanted a Mass Effect character in there, so I did Tali Zora.
Because you can't have Miranda, because none of us can.
I know,
That was an option.
but I wanted to keep with the Mass Effect because there's so many
Yeah, obviously. Too many.
solid characters in there. So Tali Zora,
Eve
even though
from
her
Mass
face is
Effect
like in a
3.
gas, but whatever. And then my third one, my last one that none of you guys picked either, which we debated on, Lady D, man.
Lady
Lady
D.
D.
Yeah. There was I kind of felt like with the same way on her with like I think it was like Bayonetta I was thinking of, but like some dude on the
Bayonetta
forum
was in a lot of like the top ones like that I saw
Yeah,
last.
I think we all looked at the same list.
because she was human, but like now she's kind of not. Like so, it's like where does it fall? I don't know.
I don't know. That's all I got. How about you guys?
That's about it. What are you guys playing this week? You guys playing anything different?
I'm currently right now as I'm doing this, and
Yeah,
I'll
you're
be
saying
playing.
you were saying you're playing Sea of Thieves, right?
Yeah, the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I want to jump in on that. I think.
Dude, I'll play it again with you. It's fucking. It's so there's five. So there's 5 quests. They're pretty long. So like I'm gonna do the third one probably at some point tonight. But it's awesome. And then if I get my new controller in because it didn't ship yet like I thought it was, I'm gonna play Returnal. So I'll try that out too.
Yeah, I was listening to Kind of Funny guys talk about it, and like they were just the stuff they did with Pirates of the Caribbean, like they actually implemented the sounds from the rides.
Yep.
And like they took like the original 1962 like audio tracks and stuff like that. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
So like the non or as non-spoiler as possible, the whole first mission reminds me of the ride.
Oh yeah, that's what they were saying. I'm like, I want to
Like everything you do, it I literally said to my friends, I'm like, we're on the ride right now.
Yeah.
Like it was awesome.
See, I don't have it downloaded right now. I think I was gonna queue it up, but with us doing this, I didn't want to screw up my network connection. But like I might try just using it on the Game Pass app and like stream it. Like I might want to see how that is, but I do want the best audio experience. Trying to think. I just finished Mario Golf. The campaign on that, which is not great, but I'm actually really liking the game and the all the other features on it.
Yeah.
And the online play is actually I've had no problems with the online play at all. I did 18 holes with like a bunch of randoms and stuff like that, and that was awesome. And then I've been playing Scarlet Nexus as well too, which is actually way better than I thought it would be.
Cool.
You have been playing Scarlet Nexus?
Yeah. Very surprised. Plays a lot like the biggest one is Astral Chain, but I know neither one of you played that, but like it plays like Bayonetta or like Devil May Cry. Like I thought it would be a lot worse, but I'm really impressed with technically how well it runs. And the story so far for me is okay, but I hear it gets a lot better. So
Yeah, I played the demo for Scarlet Nexus and it was cool and all. It's just not for me.
yeah. Sean, what I know you're playing Battlefield. I know
Yeah,
you're
I'm bouncing back between Battlefield 4 or 5, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just bouncing around.
yeah. Hopefully we get that new Ghost of Tsushima
That'll be cool.
standalone game, whatever they're rumoring.
Yeah. I mean, that's it for me, boys.
That's it. You guys good?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Everybody, this has been the Accurate as Fuck podcast. Thank you to all three of you who joined me on TikTok today. I guess I gotta put out some more videos to get more people to view us.
Yeah, we do. We gotta work on that.
And I'll try and get my computer fixed for next time so I have better audio and visuals for you guys.
You do that, Chief. Do that.
All right. I'm ending us here. So
All right.
long.